I call Maggie Berry.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I spoke at the second reading of the Building Amendment Act No. 3 when I signalled my support in particular around the measures changing the law relating to DIY projects, something close to my heart. 12 years on the garden show DIY does not need to be stifled. It does need to have some controls around it and done to standards, but we don't need to hold back a great New Zealand pastime. And I think the bill has got that balance very correct, and I'm happy to speak today at the third reading of this bill. Already the Minister of Building and Construction, Maurice Williamson, has eloquently signalled that there has been wide support from the sector, from the industry in this. All the major players have been consulted. The Select Committee heard submissions. It has been very widely looked at, consulted and thought through, and I commend this bill. I think it is the result of a very comprehensive review of the Building Act in 2004, and it does form a part of a package of changes that have been aimed at lifting the overall performance and productivity of the building and construction sector, something that I would think that everyone in this House approves of. The changes, of course, are intended to encourage those working in the sector to improve their skills and their capability and to build right first time, and that's the essence of it. Building it right first time is the key. We need to increase efficiency and productivity, but it has to be done correctly. The changes, of course, that have been put forward in this bill have not been taken lightly, because while there has been gradual improvement in the building industry since that Building Act was introduced in 2004, the Building Act review did find that the current system is more costly than it needs to be and is also less efficient than it could be, and very importantly, that it does not provide incentives to improve productivity. So the review that was conducted by the Department of Building and Housing, which also consulted widely with the industry, combines with the process that Parliament has applied to it. Other members, the Honourable Nikki Wagner and Nikki Kay, have detailed the four main key changes in this. I have spoken before with great approval of the DIY aspects, and I like the fact that they are exempted from the restricted building work rules that have, of course, now come into effect. Risk-based consents are not going to be introduced until we're entirely confident that there is a very strong base of licensed building practitioners, strengthened contracting requirements and greater consumer protection measures, so that we can all ensure that the building quality and public safety are maintained. So we're not doing this in haste, and we're not doing it lightly. But this is a government that prides itself on its record of cutting red tape and improving efficiencies and productivity. And I think this bill is a very good estimate of it, and it does that very well. But it is important to note that we are only going to achieve the savings once we activate the risk-based consenting system, and as I said, that is going to happen later when we have confidence. We are not doing this in haste. It has been done with due consideration, almost exhaustive consultation, and with a great deal of thought and deliberation. Therefore, I commend the Building Amendment Bill No. 3 to the House.
Members, order. Members, order. Members, this debate is concluded. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. Party votes called for. I'll ask the clerk for a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
34 opposed.
Green Party.
14 opposed.
New Zealand First.
8 opposed.
Māori Party.
3 votes in favour.
Mana.
1 vote opposed.
Act New Zealand.
1 vote in favour.
United Future.
1 vote in favour.
Members, the ayes are 64, the noes are 57. The motion is agreed to.
Building Amendment Bill No. 3, third reading.
Call on government orders of the day numbers 3 and 4.
Search and surveillance.